Hello, hello. I am trying to correctly balance my voice with the beautiful Spanish guitar you are hearing in the background. There is a link in the description for all of that jazz. I'm also opening the chat as we speak, so if you would like to say hi, give me a second so that I can actually see you. Today, as the title suggests, we are making La Familia Madrigal from the wonderful Disney movie Encanto, which I have, fallen deeply in love with a little bit, but we'll talk more about the movie itself, the characters I'm making. I did want to give a little refresher from last week. My apologies. I did want to give a little refresher from last week, or an update rather. We did a digital art stream, so I shared my screen with y'all instead of doing like a typical top-down dealio. And I have printed some stickers from our endeavors, and I wanted to show them off a little bit before we get started on the main deal. So these were all my little pre-display photos if you follow me on social media. It's extremely posed, but it's very fun to set up. All right. So many Pride stickers. I have to go and print stickers. These are Pride Kirby's. I have to go and print stickers because it is less expensive to leave the house than to print them here. Here are the Pride Kirby's. Some of you may have seen the Nintendo Direct from I believe 2 days ago now, where Kirby has all sorts of new abilities, including, if I'm remembering correctly, car mouth, cone mouth, light bulb mouth, ring mouth, scissors mouth. Just a zany list of things. If you don't mind a little bit of strangeness in your life, Google Kirby car mouth to see the glory that is Kirby trying to eat a car and realizing his eyes are too big for his stomach. Here are the lovely Pride Curbs that I've made. Not in honor of, but coincidentally with the Nintendo Direct. We also worked on some moon phases for different Pride flags. This is lesbian, rainbow, aromantic, and bisexual. So we put together all of the colors and things like on stream live, but then afterwards I went in and added the sort of not a phase and attempted to make like a background that I can then cut an outline of. I wasn't quite able to make it happen on stream. I will also say I figured out how I wanted to do a 4-colored Pride flag. I just ended up doing color 4, color 3, color 2, color 1, which actually looks pretty okay. I think I have one more with Pride mushrooms. Did I not print the Pride mushrooms? That would be so sad. I really liked the Pride mushrooms. Alas and alack. I was a fool. Here they are. Okay. Here they are in all their glory. I do particularly like printing these out because they fit so nicely together. We got a little bit of running here. I don't know if you can see, so most of these will probably end up in the B grades pile, but I can at least see what they look like, take a few pictures of the nice ones, and get things started. I've signed up for many a Pride event this year, so I'm excited to show these off. I have a plan. I have a whole map that I'm working on. Here's my Pride event map. It's upside down. It's okay, you probably can't read my handwriting anyway. So, things are coming, plans are in the works. But today we are not planning for my Pride booth. Today we are making Encanto characters. So let's get started. I'll show you the materials that I have so far, which is all of the like plush doodads that I should be sewing together. If you have seen the movie Encanto, you'll know that La Familia Madrigal is quite numerous. There is one grandmother, 3 children, 2 of whom are married, and from there, 1 set of 2 cousins and 1 set of 3 cousins. No, 2 sets of 3 cousins. But I've grabbed most of the favorites. I have one of the 3 siblings, Bruno, by far the most popular, and then I will be doing all of the cousins except for Antonio because I ran out of time. But Antonio is coming. I love him very dearly. You do not need to know any of the characters' names to like have an idea of what I'm talking about or how crafting works or any of that. But I figured since there's a lot of positive energy and excitement and musical and cultural appreciation around this movie, that I would be able to share it with you all with great excitement. So here are the pieces we're working with, an overview by me. We got Isabella, who is one of 3 sisters. Isabella, Mirabel is the sort of main character. My personal favorite, Luisa, I have not with me here, but in my main sort of desk area, a little sticker of Luisa carrying a donkey with a note from a loved one reminding me not to carry too many donkeys myself. I relate very strongly to Luisa. She's wonderful. So these are the 3 sisters. Let's bust out the uncle. The uncle's popular. Here is Tio Bruno. He's gonna have a little poncho and, well, over his torso. I'm thinking of doing an alternate version of Bruno that has green eyes, but we'll ponder that at a later date. And then the cousins are, I've created 2 of the 3 other cousins, Dolores and Camilo. Each of the cousins in this movie has different sort of magical abilities. This will look like Camilo eventually, I promise. Or it'll look more like Camilo than it does now. He's got a poncho too. Oh, his arms are not the same color as his head. So I'll have to fix that by not sewing on his arms. No, those are Bruno's arms. These are his arms. Here we go. Camilo, Dolores. We got it. Here's Dolores hair, Camilo body, Dolores bow. There's a lot going on with the cousins. I think I will do them last for the sake of being particularly speedy. So, if you are just joining, please do say hi. Let me know how your Friday is going. Since we're making characters from Encanto today, if you have seen or have a relationship with the movie, please do tell us your thoughts. Your favorite song, if you have one. Mine is Surface Pressure, because I am a perfectionist oldest sibling, and I relate very strongly. I'm going to take a tea break while I give you all a chance to say hi. Correction, this is not a tea break. This is a steamed cinnamon milk break. I'm also gonna... There we go. So, a drink break, perhaps, is more fitting. So, since I've got it on the brain, I'm going to go ahead and start with Louisa. One moment while I get together the things that I need. One of the things that I need is presently in a different floor of my home. How does one deal with this? All right, I'm gonna leave a note in case anyone comes to join. No, that's too small. Here we go. All right, I am indeed RB. Hopefully that was not overly disruptive for folks. I was working on some projects while watching This Is Us yesterday, and of course, watching This Is Us happened in front of the television, which is on the bottom floor. While this, I call my project room, is on the top floor. So the base for Louisa uses what I think I've labeled it like skirted body or caped body or something. Originally the design was implemented as a variation of the chibi for a baby Yoda who has, you know, the big sort of robe coat thing going on. And I just did it all in that sort of beige color with little green hands. But it's been very helpful for characters with capes or dresses. In fact, all of the dress wearers in the Encanto set are using it. It's also the drop shoulder, which, as I said last week during the creation of Aerith, is super helpful when there's just like a little sleeve but not a ton of sleeve, because it's just a bunch of rows of white and then you split off into the arms and into the skirt bit, but it looks like a complete little thing, which is wonderful. Oh my. Louisa is the older sister of the main character of this movie, and her magical gift is physical strength, so she can just pick up, you know, pianos or donkeys or churches or what have you, move them around. Unfortunately, there isn't a montage of her arm wrestling the people of the town, which I'm a little disappointed by, but that's okay. Apparently, many of the artists working on the movie had to fight especially hard for her character design, which is very like built and muscular, which is not all that surprising. Unfortunate, but wonderful that they were able to make it happen and put it in an actual movie that so many young, muscular, or just like self-conscious girls are going to be able to watch. I think that's nifty. I think it's neat, as the saying goes. I think this is a good, fun area. Don't quote me on that. So I'm very, very glad. There's also a TikToker who looks almost exactly like the final character design from the movie, and has been gaining a lot of popularity and support because of it, which is also fantastic. There are so many interesting stories that have come out of the creation and reception of this film, that I usually am somewhat more disconnected with general media news. Like, I forgot that the Batman was coming out until yesterday, even though, like, I'm going to see it. I have plans. I just don't. Most of my social media usage is craft related. So, like, you know, if Ohana Craft posts a new tutorial, I know the day it happens. But if Robert Pattinson says something interesting or funny, I may never find out about it. Which is not really a, like, superior or inferior way to experience the world. It is just my preferred way of experiencing the world. And so I usually am not very in the know when it comes to things like, you know, we don't talk about Bruno memes or etc. But this one has captured my imagination, and the imagination of those that I create and work with.